Probably, yun nga yung mangyayari doon. Ang iniisip ko kasi, no, the Yuzhong was gonna be a perfect fit together with the Khalid. Parehas may execute dito and for sure hindi gagamit ng Purify or whatnot dito ang isang mid lane na Claude kasi siya yung pinaka magiging jungler nila at the same time eh. So, there's a part of me that if LPE could be able to utilize their execute or ma-focus nila dito, I think the Claude could be an easy or rather very squishy dito on the early stages. Pero it's up to Haji to dodge those skills. And of course, yung Lancelot din dito, like a burst damage.
And obviously, parang ito din yung kalaban ng ng LPE kanina. It's a Uranus and Farsa combination. But this time, binubuli na nila. Now, Jake the Dog naman ang magko-control ng ating Yuzhong. Kanina, the Yuzhong nakakuha siya ng first blood, but Ryota actually bullying Curtizi. This is the power of the side lane carry that we are seeing right now. At ibang parte naman ng mapa, Rob, it's actually Yelly Haze on this Valier. Sobrang solid, one of the favored na heroes. At samantala si Heath naman ay isang Hilda na really mang-i-invade lang talaga. Manggugulo lang to ng ating Lancelot.
Oo, pero
Curtizi go. Oh my goodness.
I think that was very unfortunate for Curtizi talaga. He actually went out, nabuhay na siya eh. On the very first execute ni Ryota as well, almost 1 HP yung nakatira, nakauwi siya. Pero talagang binabahayan ni Bimo yung orange buff doon ni Haji. And that was very unfortunate nga at na-pick off yung Farsa.
Oh my goodness, Aspect actually not getting the purple buff. That's the first blood pa siya ni Heath with that flicker. And Spark Omega, kahit pa nakuhaan sila ng isang side lane kill, mas maganda pa ang kanila nakuha because that is a kill on the funnel. While for Spark Omega naman, ang move nila dito, yung Hilda and Uranus ganging up together to look for that orange buff. So parang yung Eagles natanggalan na ng purple buff dun sa kanilang carry. Nag-contest pa yata yung orange, but actually Lancelot will get that. Habang si Heath naman ay binubuli lang itong si Arms. Rob, how important is this first purple buff na hindi nakuha ng Lancelot?
Malaking bagay. Kasi in terms of end rotation wise Pero I think may bawi pa naman if ever man makuha nila dito si Genji. Pero si Heath, sakto ang dating.
Heath actually protecting Uranus then there. Napilitan si Jake the Dog na mag-ultimate. Genji will be taken out. Jake the Dog using his ultimate for that one. I think that's also massive. The fact na nabuhay si Aspect, I think that's good. Nagla-last na lang dito. Tapos si GZ naman ay nakapag-farm ng kanyang sarili. Mag-isa. Heath might be in trouble, or is he actually? Medyo nagkumanap siya dito against Jake the Dog and Aspect. He's actually gonna be able to retreat dun sa kanyang turret. Jake the Dog and the gang will just clear out the waves and magtitake na lang ng damage doon sa outer turret energy shields while into the orange buff of the Spark Omega squad. A bit of one for Had GZ. Dito na si Bimo at si Ryota bullying out Had GZ. Trying to take away this orange buff. Nandito si Genji para protektahan din naman si Had GZ. Natry na lang ng Omega na makuha to, but that is gonna be the retribution by Had GZ to take that one. Beautifully done. For Bimo, para mag-back na lang sila doon. Rob, I think that the turtle will be for the side of Eagles.
Oo, tingin ko, well spent yun Regardless nakuha doon ni Haji yung orange buff niya, tingin ko it's okay. Yung time na nakain doon nila Bimo, just being there, zoning out yung buff na yun, is naging kapalit is turtle. Look at the gold, the difference ngayon ng Eagles and Omega. It's almost close to 3,000. And it's a total different Eagle that we're looking in right now compared to what they had on the very first series of today. And now, Eagles, parang they're playing on their best right now. Kumbaga, ito yung talagang galaw ng Eagle. The early game prowess that they had during the Happy Feet Emperors, ito na yon, Wolf.
Oh, definitely. I like this a lot kasi parang ang ginawa ng Eagles, instead of trying to outmatch itong ating Claude, they went in for the side lanes. Yun yung in-establish na yung control. Hindi man ganun agad ang start for the Lancelot because of the Hilda's presence. In the end, nakapag-farm pa rin naman yung mga ibang members ng Eagles and they also got 2 kills. That's why they are now leading. They're also making it hard for GZ to farm. Little bit of a tosser in the mid lane. Nakita si Yelly Haze ito pero namang pwera sa gumamit ng flicker. Ultimate coming out from arms. But Jake the Dog sa may backline. Yelly Haze is done for. Heath naman yata susunod na slow na nga rin with that retribution play. But Curtizi is gonna use the Farsa but it's not gonna be enough. Napakita Jake the Black Bimo. Curtizi in trouble. Curtizi down. And Eagles will get 3 kills in total. Ginamit yung kanilang lamang in this early stage and now they are leading by a lot. Rob,
Ang
how good was
linis. That was very good dahil baka ma-pick up pa rin nila dito si Haji C. Nagamit niya ng BMI, nakaabang doon si Bino sa likod pero buti na lang nandun si Yeli Hayes just to show them off and Bimo yung siya pa yung mamamatay doon.
punishment? Kenji might be in trouble because of this. Lancelot bad persecution sa side lanes. Yeli Hayes will go down. Ryota, Sakwikos hindi tatama kay Kenji pero si Vihita lang ang mapapatay. Early execute but they still get the kill nonetheless. Eagle on a roll now. Ang laki din ng lamang nila, Rob.
Ang laki.
GG.
Definitely ang laki. This is already 3,000 and it's already halting down Haji C dito mga kaibigan. Blazing Duet just to show the way. Oh my! Look at that. Ito na yung nagiging ano ngayon. Sagot niya doon sa tanong natin kanina, Wolf. Is this Claude have enough time para mag-scale or even provide enough damage? Lalo na napaka-squishy niya dito with 2 execute coming from the Eagles. Look at that. Kenji might actually die here, Wolf.
Yeah, let's Uranus is down sa may kanan. Yeli Hayes found by Aspect once again. Ganun din yung nangyari kanina. Aspect was able to find the Hadit. At kahit nababawasan na ibang members ng Omega, they still went in for the squishier targets. I love the decision making of Aspect now. The side of Eagles. And 5,000 agad ang nilamang ng Eagles at this point. Jake the Dog bullying out Hajizi para hindi makakuha ng purple buff. Smart Omega in trouble na pipilitan silang mag-group together while Eagles are just taking everything from the map right now.
Ang kailangan talaga nila. Kailangan i-turtle talaga to ng Smart Omega. They have to fully utilize here the Forza para hindi. Pero look at that. Going into the backlanes. Buti may tulak si Yeli Hayes doon. Pero yung Torre doon sa gitna mukhang mababasag na nga din. And here, Kurt Easy just using the better airstrike para lang hindi agad-agad sila dito mapasok. Pero ito na yung ito na yung magiging sakit ng ulo nila dito, Wolf. Yes, meron tayong Farsa dito that could be able to get the minion waves, hindi agad-agad makapag-push dito ang Eagles. Pero ang pinaka magiging point of contention dito is actually gonna be the Yuzhong. Kasi it doesn't really need minion wave. Dahil papasukin kanyan sa likod, given na may execute pa to, kaya niyang i-burst down dito, like even a lot.
My goodness, Hajizi! It's gonna be burst down pero may punishment yata sa Lancelot. Lancelot is gonna be shut down. Yeli Hayes with a good punish, but Eagles try to assert their dominance in the bottom lane. Get the turret. And that combo mula ay Arves, that's deadly. May Sanguine Claws na pwede nila i-combo with the Thorn Rose. Para gitnang-gitna talaga yung damage output ng Eagles. We questioned a little bit itong Sicilian ng Eagles, but it actually makes a lot of sense now for the Eagles. Rob, what can Omega now do? Can they capitalize on this death of the Lancelot?
Yeah, probably. Medyo konting breather para sa kanila. Pero ang pinaka talaga, ang yung mga front line dito, yeah, the Sicilian does make a lot of sense. Kasi parang ang libre niya lang mag-skill eh. Na nasa harap yung Khalid, nasa harap yung si Jake the Dog, Yuzo, and even Bimo. So, hindi mapuntahan sa likod yung Sicilian.
Ooh, Kenji is gonna survive with a sliver of health hit. Nandito sa may gitna. Papalikin na ng mga members ng Eagles. Blazing to it. Onto Arms. Is there a punishment? Nice flicker to the right side. Para kay Arms. Makakatakas din dito si Claude. Gonna be safe for now. Aspect is here. It's gonna be tricky for Omega. Hindi pa sila magstay. They will try to fight Thornrose for Aspect para madodge yung konting skill shots. Cyclone Eye to get away. Still being chased down. Nice usage of the Phantom Execution. Nag-life steal na rin si Aspect for to keep himself safe. At daming nangyaring batuan ng skills doon but nobody dies. First with the better strike Aspect. It's still taking a lot of damage pero nakakuha pa rin siya ng purple buff. Heath cannot stop this at all. Ryota, nakita niya dito si Heath. But the members of Omega, hindi na muna sila lalaban. Bimbo actually trying to go for the ejector play but far too late. Hayes gets out.
Kailangan talaga Wolf to. I-hold talaga to ng Smart Omega. Pero grabe, Bimbo with another ejector dito, ladies and gentlemen. Blazing duet ni Haji.
Finally, Arms goes down. Ryota in trouble. Pero meron pa siya quick sand guard. Tingnan natin kung kailan gagamitin. Not enough. Trying to go for Heath. Heath survives. Aspect to the right, to the left side. And GC still chasing. One BMI. May punishment. Thornrose. Pero hindi. Kinulang double kill para kay GC. This is bad for the Eagles. Natuloy na pa tayo. But the punishment onto GC with an execute. Wala kay Jake the Dog. Wonderful. Unstoppable force usage. Wala doon kay Bimo. Punishment was there. Little bit of breathing room para sa Omega. Jake the Dog trying to survive this. Against 3, kahit sobrang taas ng farm mo, baka hindi mo kayanan. Even when they're used up, but the sustain is there! Bimo trying to turn this around. With the help of Jake the Dog, dinedepensahan talaga nila yung kanilang mid lane. May cannon, nakaunti na lang yung buhay, and that's it. Defense for Eagles as they won't lose any turret from
That's
that engagement.
well played yon, Wolf, para kay Jake the Dog, and as well with Bimo. Kasi kung hindi nila napatay doon, number 1 si Haji, that is a potential lord for the side of Smart Omega. Then given yung ginagawa nilang pag-show off, wala rin na-accomplish. Yes, namatay yung tatlong members dito ng Eagles, pero Smart Omega didn't even accomplish anything from that position dahil namatay si Haji and they actually tried to kill yung Yuzhong, and from there, parang nasayang yung breather na naibigay sa kanila, yung opportunity na yon from the Eagles.
We'll see if the Eagles will utilize naman yung ganun. But Arms needs to be careful now. Ryota on the middle of the fight. Si Kenji naman nabal si Arms, but Arms will survive. Bad Feast para din makapag-sustain. Ryota will go for the quicksand guard. Matala si Jake the Dog looking for an angle. Heath actually spotting Jake the Dog out. Kenji just spacing out the members of Eagles. Habang nagpa-fire naman si Liu sa may kaliwa. Try to go for the Blazing Duet at Retribution play para makuha yung Pearl Buff din. Ryota yung tropa. Ryota goes down. Jeezy punishes that one out. And what? A kill on the Lancer. This is bad for the Eagles. Dalawa ang napatay. Omega slowly inching their way to cut this deficit.
Indeed.
Eagles built.
Wolf, indeed, this is a very bad news para sa side ng Eagles. Slowly, nakakabawi dito Smart Omega. They were already on almost 8,000 deficit earlier. Ngayon, it's been slimmed down to 3,000, and Haji, nagkakaroon na siya, nagiging libre na, nararamdaman mo na yung damage niya dito with the items, and this might be a potential na Lord para sa kanila. Mukhang makukuha nga yata nila to, Wolf.
Kung haka-respawn pa lang din dito ni Ryota at si Aspect a few seconds more, they will have to walk their way towards the Lord, pero konti na lang yung buhay. Retribution could be there. Where is it? The Lord will be taken by the Claude. Bimo, itropa, Bimo, mababuhay pa ba? Ang Rainion tumakas, Blazing Duet to cancel that one out. They're trying to overrun GC, but GC gets out of the BMI. May na-kill pa dito on the Jawhead. Jake the Dog, Entropol as well, slowed down. Pinapaligiran ng apat na members ng Omega. Sinatry niya mag-survive. Kaya ba niya? He's trying to survive, but can be shut down. Oh my goodness. Smart Omega, what a comeback. And nung 8k deficit nga na sinabi mo, Rob, it's nothing now.
It's definitely nothing. This is a 1,000 still lead from the Eagles, but this is a Lord. 2-man down for the side of the Eagles. And the Claude, kung mapapansin mo, nandun na siya sa batang gitna, hindi pa na-burst down dito ng Eagles. And how will they be able to come back from this position? The Eagles draft were supposed to win an early to mid game. They've done that. They've got their power spike. Pero sudden flip na nangyari dito, Smart Omega just showing yung experience na meron sila as a team, Wolf.
It seems like it. Mukhang ganun nga kasi tama yung targets na ginaw nila mga later stages of the game na. So, dalawang outer turret na nawala. Dalawang second tier turret. Nakuha ng Smart Omega, isa na lang yung outer turret ng Eagles. Well, technically speaking, this is an inner turret. Yung tier 2 turret po sa Mobile Legends is what we call the inner turret. Yeah, so that's only one for Eagles right now. Even na rin, tig-5 turrets na nakuha na para sa teams. And even if you look at the gold, it's actually in favor of the Smart Omega squad now. The comeback is real. Ang tanong, Rob, will Eagles be able to utilize yung kanilang hero for this late game? Kaya ba na si Sicilian at ng Yuzhong to? Because Lancelot, hindi na ganun kalakas in the late stage.
Indeed. Well, I mean, the Lancelot, kumbaga nagkakaroon talaga ng parang point of ano yan na parang hanggang doon lang yung kanyang power spike. Pero of course, there is this kind of thing, yung may ejector doon from hit. They could potentially do still this, Wolf, if they're able to pin down, of course, dito si Haji. Pero kung mapapansin mo, sobrang dulas. I mean, yung BMI ni Haji, ang hirap niyang hulihin, and given yung mga front line niya dito is providing him a lot of vision. Pero ito na, pasok dito si Jake the Dog sa likod.
They really love to take her dizzy. Jake the Dog, makuha niya yung kill na yun with the execute play. Not even an execute usage dito. Will he be punished? He's being controlled by Kenji as well. Pero dito sa may bandang kita, pinapalilaban. Aspect versus GC, and GC wins it! And buha pa silang kill on to Bimo. But Omega are running down the members of Eagles. The Arch trying to survive, but the Sicilian can survive against 3. At yun na nga, Omega runs down Eagles. 3 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Rob, sinacrifice nila yung Parsa, but this is a much better cause for Omega.
Definitely. They could have done it for Had GC, pero I think Jake the Dog realized that he could be able to bring down doon for GC, pero the cost is very costly nga dahil dito, mukhang Smart Omega, the stable sub-turn indeed, Wolf.
Oh my goodness, and that's a wipeout. Sakto pa rin, mag-respawn na si Curtizi. And only Bimo as well as Arms to defend here. And papupoy na rin si Aztec. And Omega actually will respect this. 35 seconds before the Lord respawns. Tignan natin kung ang Smart Omega ba ay maghintay nun or they try to take the pickups. And Smart Omega, knowing this as an very systematic team, Rob, mukhang maghihintay pa talaga sila ng kanilang chance para kumuha ng Lord.
They don't want to risk it. I mean, ang hirap nung ginawang defense kanina ng Smart Omega coming from the deficit na yon. And now they are on the lead. They are the one who sets the tempo ngayon here on going into the late game, or rather on the late game. Yan na, nandito na yung Luminous Lord. And it's gonna be very hard para din naman sa side dito ng Eagles to contest the Lord here. It's either palalabasin nila si Jake the Dog and somehow a lucky retribution magagaling from Aztec, pero hindi na yata hihintayin ng Smart Omega ang Lord.
Bimo had to use the flicker as well as the conceal coming out from the Shadow Mask.
Oo.
Ang daming commitment noon para lang mabuhay. And now, Omega, they're feeling confident. Look at the damage output for GC. Pero sabi niya dito, laban na lang muna. Nakita niya si Ryota sa may kaliwa. Jake the Dog is here to defend against the GC. But the GC, advanced play. BMI to the left side this time. Babalik pa siya doon. Sabi Claus, masyado maaga. In comes the Raging Sandstorm defensively. Blaze it going! Ryota goes down. Dahil kata si Bimo dito using the unstoppable force in bad spots. Bimo is gonna go down. A double kill para kay GC. Farsa with the Feather Respect. Slowing aspect para sakto. Mahuli siya ng Omega. And this is trouble for the Eagles. Only 2 to defend, but the base will not survive. Omega takes game 1.
That was GC. Perfect positioning.